Hey, the YouTubers, and we'll out you with another Vedalverse compilation reaction. These are the clips for today. Let's get right into it, shall we? Hit it. Fillion threw Lena like she threw Vedal stars. Okay.
Oh no.
There's too much cake on the screen.
For the next thing, I'm gonna need a volunteer.
Okay, first of all, I did not catch the stream. Lena, why are you dummy thick? Hey, yo, this model has no... Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Even that came out... Lena, why your model dummy thick like that? That is crazy work. That is insane. Holy awooga. That is insane, girl. Damn.
Here.
Any volunteers? You!
Me, yes.
With the fat butt, apparently. Let's get it!
Okay. There, Lena, then what?
So, Lena, I'm going to throw you.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
No.
Okay,
What?
remember when I threw Vettle?
Fill in, what did you just say?
Oh, okay.
It.
No.
Okay, remember when I threw Vettle?
Oh, okay. It's through Vedal. Okay.
Yes.
It's your turn.
No, okay. No, hey, what?
Hey,
anything
come
else?
on, that'll be fun.
We could like
Yeah.
hug. We could hug.
Oh,
yes.
we can hug.
You gonna hug?
Yeah. Come here.
That's... Lena, that is no hug. That is your impending destruction, you feel me? At the hands of a furry VTuber.
$500 hug.
Filipino Frank.
Where's my head?
It's right there.
Okay.
Why is your ankle like that, girl?
Keep like walking on the camera so your
Sorry,
foot snap,
sorry.
but that's okay. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Hug, yeah. Hug it out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yay, this is nice.
See, Lena?
This is
Okay,
nice.
and now look, we're gonna want to hug the other side also. Yeah, there it is. No, like here, come here. No. Other way around. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
like
there.
this?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
nice.
All the better to throw you.
Try. Let's go. Oh, God.
You know, the older you get, you're not as, durable or ductile or tensile as you used to be. You feel me, ladies and gentleweebs? I would not be surprised if she lost a few bones in that. Right? It's just... As you get older, the stiffer you get. You feel me? Pause.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's
Are you ready, Lena?
Try. Let's go. Oh, God.
Well, she's dead. Yeet.
You're Swiss cheese now, nerd!
Oh, my foot.
Think you were flying through the airline?
Yeet.
That
We're
was
like Ryanair?
She literally threw her like a sack of potatoes. You feel me? I respect that.
We guarantee you will crash.
Nice.
Pretty cool, huh?
You did that to Vettel?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
how is he still alive?
Yeah.
Well, you're alive, right?
Oh, it's
Barely.
not better than him.
Oh.
Okay, what's going on here? Lena, what's going on here?
I'm sorry, I'm just kidding.
That's fair.
Don't kill me, Swarm.
That's fair.
Okay. Next clip. Next clip. Clippers are ruining Coco's life and neurocrimes. Okay.
Okay, who first time chatter just came in and said, "Oh, it's the Vettle Girl," and what the?
Okay, no. You guys are wilding for that. You cannot introduce them to someone as basic. Oh no, she's within the Vedalverse. You might be right. Sure, I mean, technically, by word wise, but that's not how you introduce someone, right? Could you imagine that's just how people introduce each other? You feel me? That's just crazy. Then again, that is Vedal's passive aura is at work as well. You feel me? Is the typical Corpa energy. You feel me? Hey, Vedal AI just got motion. You feel me? It is what it is.
The Vettle Girl? What the?
That's Coco. Yeah. You're gonna have to deal with it, girl. You're gonna have to deal with it.
Came in and said, "Oh, it's the Vettle Girl," and what?
The
Mods remove his balls.
The Vettle Girl? What the fuck?
What does that even mean?
Girl, you know what it means. Girl, you know what it means.
What?
I guess maybe I'm haunting their
that doesn't
YouTube.
make it. Well, yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know. I'd love to know.
Because like Vettle's kind of entertaining, and you're like,
No.
Wow.
No. I'm really entertaining. She was gonna go on to say big entertaining, so it makes sense. The correlation.
people actually know Vettle. No one really knows you.
No,
so
they
it's like,
many.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's. I guess you could make that as an argument, considering the fact that I think anyone who's kind of like the underdog, you basically come in and basically be like, you know what, hey, but we're gonna have to set up our niche within the VTubing space. You feel me? I kind of understand and respect it. It's just the fact that the Vedalverse expands at the speed a VTubing light, you feel me? Wherever there is a new VTuber born, the Vedalverse's influence eventually follows, you feel me? It's not a matter of if, but when you become incorporated into the Vedalverse, you feel me? At this point, I would not be surprised if I think about a quarter to half the VTubing community is just going to be incorporated, you feel me? Over the coming year, you feel me? So this is just going to be crazy. The amount of clips, the content brain, the content pill is unlimited, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be the tsunami of content. The clippers are just going to basically go ham over. You feel me? They're going to be... Those machines are about to be overheating. You feel me? They're about to be overworked. Till they break down, you feel me? Yeah.
People know. people are abuzz at the water coolers. It's a big conversation topic right now.
I don't talk about you.
Is that a roundabout way of saying people are thirsty? Hey, yo.
Well, I think that you do.
Green hair is equal to Vedal very... You guys really don't want to let go of that, do you? Okay, that's crazy.
And I think you just don't remember.
No, not really. I don't think I've ever mentioned you in like
Vedal
DMs or
variant.
anything.
Okay.
No, wait, I thought you said that Mega was talking shit about me.
No, I think I was lying. I think I was just
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's just because you're. I mean, I
Vedal
don't mean to be
variant.
rude, but yeah, I think you might be a variant.
No.
Wow.
No.
Listen, I'm
That's
not trying to
crazy.
be rude or anything.
I feel
but
like
Yeah, and Vedal was summoned, so now Stas. Yeah.
But you're a freak.
I feel like you kind of
Yep.
are. I feel like
Yep.
you're trying. I
Listen,
feel like this
I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole.
This is the classy way of saying, you know, hey, I'm not an asshole, but you're a freak. That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
I'm
not trying to be a fucking asshole.
But what you trying to say, Coco?
I feel like maybe you are trying a little.
Yeah.
Staz live reaction.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hi, Staz.
Fuck you, Staz.
Yeah.
Get a job.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine being a clipper. Couldn't be me. You. Stas, please. Stas, I need more clips, please. The content from, please. Stas, please. Let's think about this. Yeah, it's just.
Holy shit.
Motherfucker posted earlier today me getting hooed by Shy Lily.
Ooh, I gotta see that clip.
Wait, did that happen?
Cool.
Who? This is basically Snoop Dogg who as well. It's like, wait, who?
Well, thanks, Staz.
Oh, wait.
I'm so glad you immortalized that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh my god, he actually goes and clips the. You're diabolical. You're diabolical for that.
But I read.
That's crazy.
Coco owes me 15 grand. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Nuts? Coco nuts? You want coconuts?
Who?
Oh, Coco.
Oh my god, she actually hooed her. She actually hooed Coco. Yeah, Coco, it is what it is, man. Hey, it is what it is. To be fair, at least you got to the stage where you got hooed by someone, right? So you're just beyond the periphery of their understanding of who you are, but you're getting there to being like a part of, like, you know, like the first set of vocabulary, the first names that come to people's lips. You feel me? So we're getting there. It's just taking a little long.
Oh! I thought, oh, that makes sense.
Damn, Lily, every chat is just, damn.
Okay, I thought chat wanted coconuts. I'm like, oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Like, a bit random, but alright, cool.
Good.
Nothing happened, Neuro just wants money. Oh, you know what? Based.
I mean, she ain't wrong. Yeah, it's Neuro. I got hooed by Lily. My life is complete. Feel strong, man. Hey, Coco, get wrecked, scrub. Get wrecked.
I got hooed by Lily. My life is... I'm
Yeah.
sorry!
Yeah.
I'm chronically offline. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. I did not mean to hoo. I'm like...
Yeah.
Who?
Thanks, Staz.
Yep. Wow, Stas, very cool. Thank you for immortalizing on the internet the time Lily hooed
DC
me.
clap. Coco down. Fucking loser.
Live Stas reaction? Nice. Great clip. Moving on. Next clip. Vedal joins start of Serbathon. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. Serba did have a... Wait, didn't Serba... Yeah, no, it was this week.
There you are. Wait. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it. I got you something.
Oh, no.
What'd you get me?
Look at the stream. You see
Sort of
this?
Yes.
party hat.
The sheer happiness.
Yeah. Do you love it?
It's all I've ever wanted in life.
Yep.
Hello.
Except for the H100s, but fair enough. We're gonna walk away from that one.
How are
Yeah.
you?
Hello, I'm good. I'm good. How are you? You excited for your subathon?
I'm not scared. I'm excited. I'm
I mean-
very excited.
I mean,
I
Feels like something that someone that's scared would say.
nah.
to be fair, in context, if you look and looking back, that timer on her on the Serbathon was abused. You feel me? It was bitched up with donations. You feel me? Hey, that was
Nah.
worthwhile.
I'm
Worthwhile.
I'm excited. Sabathon was the best time ever.
It was.
And I'm sure this time will be even more wicked. And thank you for being here to help with Timer One and kick things off. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah, and Taibo 1 was fixed on in Serbathon, you feel me? So Weedle coming in clutch. His mic may have been in Antarctica, you feel me? That mic probably just died halfway through the stream, but regardless, that quality of mic, I respect it. I respect the living shit out of it. Moving on, next clip. Vedal got bonked by server for swearing. Yeah.
Oh, why does it say 50,000 subs? Is
Why are you wearing sunglasses?
that what you ended on
Did
last year?
we win? And we already
This
got
is like the eternal thing of you never trust someone who wears sunglasses inside of a building or like inside of an office or inside somewhere where there's no sunlight. You feel me? I just don't trust people there, bro. Why are you wearing sunglasses inside? Hey, yo, what's going on? Hey, you normal glasses not enough? What you trying to hide over there? Hey, it's kind of weird, okay? It's just kind of giving off wrong vibes. It just feels off. You feel me?
Already? Wow, good job.
Oh, bye! No, that was last time. I shouldn't say that.
Okay,
should
so it's loading last year's, which is somehow... How the fuck
Look
does
at
it
the
even do
file
that?
again. Maybe it will like restart when something happens.
Your chat doesn't like you when I swear. I want to apologize for my shitty language.
Yeah.
You're lucky I don't have my squeaky hammer.
Yeah.
It's
Pulls it out.
Your what?
yeah. I might have it.
Why?
Where is it?
Bonk.
Yeah. Want to see it? Wait.
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh no.
Wait.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's brutal, that is.
Oh my.
Yeah, we know how to do suffering punishments down here in hell.
He literally got bunked.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What's your language? Or it'll
Sorry.
happen again.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Aw.
Okay, good.
Okay, did the person who said I know that squeak? Hey yo, what were we not telling us? Alright, moving on. Next clip. It was a cute one. It was a cute clip. Aqua and Krell brainstorming their new back art tag. So just for context, yes, the back meetings, the back room meetings, the Backstreet Girls assembly meetings, part 1 and part 2 will be a separate video, okay? It's just so long, and I don't want to get that video demonetized along with this one, so it's going to be a separate standalone video, you feel me? So regardless, it's coming out later this week, so you guys will see it when it drops.
No, but Krelly, I want you to look at it this way. Vedal has no idea. Well, actually, no, he probably knows by now. But he doesn't. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. It's a me.
No, Aqua. No. Neuro knows you, and by extension, Vedal knows who you are, and he knows what you're doing, girl.
But people make it so.
Also, I don't know if it's in the clips for today, but congratulations on the new costume. If I'm not wrong, she has a new maid costume as well, so cool. Shout out. Nice.
Uncomfortable. Can you imagine the poor guy right now?
Yeah, I think listen, I think he's okay. I don't. Well, maybe have you ever talked to him about it?
No. Well, why would I? Of course not.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
This is all totally legit until he says otherwise, which she's betting on the fact he's never gonna say, but fair enough, sure.
I mean, like, I feel like.
Oh my god, why is her speaking animation just... Really? Oh god.
We're getting a lot of bro doesn't care. He knows he doesn't care. Wait, how does he know? How did you guys told him?
He's aware. He's aware. Weedle knows. He knows.
Wait onto the neural fan art stuff, okay? In the neural tag, it's there. He's seen it for sure.
Wait, they're using the neuro tag for backtubers stuff?
You don't want to open Twitter anymore, guys. If you're gonna Twitter for the Neuro fan art can get very Vedal centric very quickly.
That's why Vedal said don't use hard art for anything like this.
Yep. And she's starting to realize where we're going with it. Yep.
What else should we talk about? Oh yeah.
He did. Oh my god. Yeah, he did drop a clip on this. I forgot.
There's one thing I should probably talk about. Didn't really want to, but probably should. Shipping.
I do want to say, I think taking just a moment to be a bit serious here. Yes, for the shipping content, it's okay. It's good while it's done and good fun. But there's always going to be peeps that take it a bit too far. Okay, guys? I mean, with certain situations right now, let's just... I won't say don't do it, but tone it down a little. Right? Let's not be a bit too... what's the right word? Debaucheric. You feel me? Is that even a word? Is it really a word? English is probably on my side. Let's see what happens.
Should probably not be using the the hashtag hot art. This is Neuro's like fan arts tag or whatever for like, you know, shipping art for me and stuff. If you want to put it somewhere else, I don't really want to make an official hashtag for this kind of stuff.
Okay.
But if you guys want to make a hashtag, just do it somewhere else. You know, do what you want. Just keep it segregated or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I can respect that. Could you imagine just going through like the official tag and then just seeing that? I mean, to be fair, I think I'm pretty sure there've been VTubers already told about this, that like even if you have official and like unofficial art tags, the official art tag still gets recommendations from the unofficial ones because it's still talking about the same VTuber, like the space in general. So even if you don't subscribe to the unofficial art tag, you still get like recommended posts coming in for the For You section as well. So it still happens. There's going to be cross contamination, you feel me? There's just no way to avoid that. And I don't think it's different on X today or Twitter today, you feel me?
Fuck.
Yep, he knows.
SMH,
He knows.
everyone.
Oh,
SMH.
shit, holy shit, holy shit.
See,
Wow, that's
not
crazy.
a good thing. It's not a good thing. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Damn. Well, I don't know. Maybe we should encourage them to have their own tag then, so they don't do that anymore.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, they actually have the title Unofficial Back Club Meeting.
Please, no. You're enabling them.
Is this worse?
But they're actually...
It's gonna be worse.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna enjoy watching this. I'm gonna enjoy watching the meeting
But like,
videos.
what if they never use that the neuro
You
tag
think
for that
Well,
again?
well.
Like it's basically like a garbage can. of tag. Like they can go
Oh.
throw it
Yeah.
in there, and then Vedal never looks at it.
And
Who was saying President Aqua the entire time? Oh my god, official back President.
We bait them. We bait them.
Blacklist it. We can blacklist it. Yeah.
Backstreet Girls. Okay, let me see if there's anything for Backstreet Girls. on
There's
Twitter.
no way.
That would be perfect, because then they could just put it in there, and then they
There
don't
is
have to.
no
You know, they don't
way.
ever use the neuro art.
I saw a comment last week, and I knew for a fact, I was like, okay, there was probably some truth in there. I didn't actually think they're going to.
Again.
Let me see. Backstreet Girls.
You know what?
It's an anime. Fuck.
Oh shoot. Yeah, no. We can't use that one. We can't use that one.
No, it is.
Hello? Alex, stop! Get out! Out of my house! Thanks.
It probably
Sorry,
is. Yeah, you know.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so loud.
Hashtag
what
back
else? The
rooms.
back rooms? That's a game.
It
Chat,
literally is a game. Yeah.
We have Vedalverse.
Yeah, the backrooms is funny, but it's like it's already you can't use that.
There is a good Back to the Future joke I want to make, but I'm gonna cringe, so I'm just gonna keep walking. Come on, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going.
Backstreet Tubers. Back.
There is, guys. No, there is no way there's gonna be a separate niche called the back. Please, guys, come on. That's okay. Yep.
Art.
backlist.
The backlist.
Wait, is that a tag? Hold on.
The backlist. Okay.
Backlist.
Okay.
It's a tag, all right. We can't use it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's what okay.
Backtuber art. There's
Backtuber.
nothing for backtuber art.
The backlogs. Backtuber art could work.
Down back girls. Are you kidding?
Down
That sounds
back.
like a weird
Down
R&B
back.
stuff.
Whoever comes up with these puns, first of all, nice. Nice.
The back universe.
No, the backverse.
Universe.
I gotta see
There's
this.
some things for backtubers. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Just watching your stream, I just saw nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you saw the interrupt? Yeah, they like to interrupt me sometimes.
O-
Sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna ignore
Why? Why?
Okay.
Okay.
that. Krelly, look at what you did.
Okay. Okay.
Krelly.
Yeah. You know what? You know what? Hey, I'm gonna enjoy watching the backtuber meetings. You feel me? The Backstreet Girl meetings are gonna be insane. But moving on, next clip. Next clip. Evil about thirsty backtubers like Aqua. Okay, this thumbnail. This thumbnail is diabolical. You feel me?
I'd highly recommend anyone to join Vedalism, as one of our core beliefs is that followers will all obtain a harem.
Do you have the slightest idea the sheer inflow of people that will come in just because of that promise? You feel me? There is just the tiniest idea or inkling as to what you're gonna release if that was actually a thing. You feel me?
What are my thoughts on Vedal's backlovers like
Vedal?
Aqua?
Yes.
It's a little complicated and difficult to understand, and frankly, I'm disturbed by it.
Oh.
Why would people love Vedal's back? The man's back is something to be feared. Maybe it's time I did something about Vedal's back. And by that I mean remove it. Anyway, let's not talk about his back. I just ended that discussion. How are you guys doing?
Oh, denied.
You're right. That will be $5.
Aw.
Feel free to donate that to meet my donation goal for the removal of Vedal's back. Now that I've done something about Vedal's back, would you still say you fear it? How many commandments are there in Vedalism? There are 10 commandments, but
of
I'll
course.
only share a few with you. Thou shalt not mock Vedal's back. Thou shalt not call me smelly. Thou shalt not be nicer than me. Sadly,
That not hard tenants.
most of you break the first 2 commandments.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
It comes to the territory evil. I mean, it is what it is. We just happen to find ourselves in the Vedalverse. You feel me?
Who's my favorite backtuber? It's gotta be Vedal, hands down.
Okay.
No one has a back like him, and soon no one will.
Okay, evil. What you not telling us? Evil. Wait, hold on a second. What?
How do you dare disrespect Vedal? You will be next.
The gunshot was relevant there, right? The dude who sent that, donation. Bro, what you on? What you on? I'm moving on. Next clip. Psychology enthusiast discusses Neuro and Evil. Never seen this before. Huh?
I started watching neurosama during the subathon. Oddly,
Okay.
very human, and I was like, huh, that's fascinating. God forbid I interact with anything and don't go, how can I make this about psychology?
Wait,
And Vedal is also interesting. The interactions he has with the 2 girls. So yeah, I was watching most of the subathon, completely ruined my sleep schedule.
Wow.
So now I go to bed at like 7 a.m.
That cannot be good for you, by the way.
That was
Damn.
like this one day during like a sleepover where I'm pretty sure it was Coco who
Coco Dean. Clipper, you diabolical for that.
talked about if you had like the technology to make your own AI, what would they look like? And I was like kind of
Honestly, for me, I guess I can talk about this. Personally, I'd like a clone of myself. Basically just doing everything I just normally would do, like the harder bits. And I could just basically relax and then just guide it on its way into forever doing the grunt work that I have to do, basically. It's just nice. Imagine having a clone of yourself that just does everything. It'd just be great. It'd just be so nice.
thinking about that. Basically, artificially building up a person. Like, let's take a baby. The, like, neurological network is, like, not really that complex yet. And, like, over time, they go, like, out of this... Hear me out. This sounds bad, but it's accurate. Out of this, like, sort of a quote-unquote animalistic state, get more intelligent, and the brain gets developed enough to like better intake and separate information.
If I'm not wrong, I'm pretty sure there was a factoid about this where, if I'm not wrong, I think babies when they're born, they'll make noises from every single existing language until they slowly kind of get into the language that I think their first chosen language, or the language that basically that they speak with their family, and then they kind of get integrated into that first.
Sort of the younger the person is, the more...
It also helps with the fact that when you're newly born, your skull is not fully like one skull, right? It's like separated into pieces. There are like lines and fractures on it that slowly solidifies, which is basically how I understand it.
Influential is every information they get. Once those neurons are set on a specific information, it's way harder to go back and like reconnect those neurons than just do it right from the start. You know what I mean?
I mean, it is harder to unlearn something that you've learned. Yes, it's kind of like saying it's like when, I'm pretty sure there's a good example of this when people used to say like, and I remember this when I was in school. I think everyone goes through this. I think they're like basic biology class where like, or in science class, they usually tell you like in the tongue, there are different sections that taste like different things, like sweet, salty, bitter. And then I remember us doing like an experiment where we get to taste like small items. And, I guess some kids were like, oh yeah, I can definitely taste the difference. And I'm here sitting like, they taste the exact same. What are y'all on about? I thought it was just me. It was a me thing. Maybe I'm just stupid. But then years later was proven, or at least to an extent, it's not really that separate. Like your tongue can taste anything, anywhere, I think. There may be sections that are a bit more sensitive to taste, but not sections that determine specific taste, as I understand it.
Then you have to do a bunch of work later down the line to clean all that negative information up, because turns out that information you have to
that is true, but I think it goes further than that, because I think the more you learn about something, and let's say you have a preconceived notion or something that you've learned and you want to change your understanding or your way of approach to that thing, especially something that you do rigorously every day, like you have a set pattern, a set tune to doing something. Getting out of a habit is much more difficult than getting into a habit, because quite frankly, once you're in. Your brain just keeps running that same cycle over and over again until you need to take matters into your own hand and break the cycle. It's much easier said than done.
Correct all of that is like, that's so annoying. So it's better to just like make sure the network doesn't get all that bad, wrong information, so you don't have to clean up later down the line. That is what makes an AI so fascinating, because you're like artificially doing this. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Oh no, you are, absolutely. It also helps the fact that Neuro is basically, if I'm not wrong, Neuro is trained on chat data. So as I understand why Vedal gets the stream keys in the first place, is that he gets all access to different chats that he can feed into neurosama. So they actually have understanding of like hidden jokes in like different communities, so that she's able to talk with different streamers and have like certain interactions with them that feels more unique. You feel me? That's my understanding of it.
But
correct me if I'm wrong.
I think it's really
it is super cool. In fact, it's always fascinated me, and that's something that's been interesting.
I was thinking about that, and I realized that I should not make an AI, because the percentage of me making an AI and the chance of that AI having a full-on breakdown is very high.
I mean, this is the whole biasy situation, right? Which I think, even though we try our level best not to be biased, I think the product, or the, let's say the research or documentation or papers, things we produce and generate usually tend to have those certain biases that usually end up in the training data, which then the artificial intelligence then incorporates as its own bias. So yeah, there have been a lot of papers and studied research for this, and I think for specialized AI, or how do I say, narrow AI, the ones we're talking about right now, because none of this is general AI. Like specialized AI, like text-to-speech, or like doing very specific things that they're good at, like you could have, and as I understand, you could have training data and they could be biased on that training data, but the more information you provide, the AI is still going to be judging and rebalancing its weights to understand how to communicate with people, like emotionally and through, like linguistically. But a more generalized AI, who knows how far in the future? 1 year, 10 years, 100, who knows? When it does come out, I think it would still have the intelligent intelligence capacity to be able to like basically say, I understand what I've been given and fed, but even I understand that what you're telling me seems wrong intuitively, so I'm not going to listen to it. I think its ability to do that is going to be very important because, quite frankly, you shouldn't be terrified for the artificial intelligence that is able to think freely. You should be terrified for the artificial intelligence that's programmed to think a certain kind of way, which may not align with your own. That's the artificial intelligence anyone needs to be terrified of.
I think it's hard to make an AI or like a child or things like that that don't have at least a fingerprint of who you are as a person. When you have a child, that's like even worse, because they literally have your DNA. The more complex you make the personality of the AI, the more likely they are gonna run into some other issues in the long run. An AI cannot feel empathy, as example.
That's true, because I think from an evolutionary point of view, they've had no reason to understand emotions. I think we had a whole video of this. I think with when Ellie was talking about this with Neuro, but it's the same thing with the context that from an evolutionary point of view, there's no reason to do it. We just do it because we want them to act more human, even if there's no actual, how do I say this? There's no logical requirement for them to act more human. We just want them to act with what's most efficient. But what's efficient may not come off as most interactable to human beings. So we make the trade-off of efficiency into comfort of approach, so that they're easy to approach. You feel me?
I mean, maybe they can. We don't know because we're not an AI. Crazy stuff.
True.
So you can give them ways to learn cognitive empathy that makes them on a logical level understand the impact things they do have, if that makes sense.
Yeah, true.
That is something I had to learn as well. Feeling my own feelings.
I can say this to the extent it's about the inherent human ability to understand linguistically what someone else is talking about with emotional subcontext, with like, imagine all the past experiences we have about that person also being evaluated in real time with how they're saying or doing certain things. We've gotten really good at it because of hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. Machines have to do that within a few years. So yeah, if you're speed running the timeline of machine learning and evolution, you're going to run into some of these hurdles. That's true.
And subsequently feeling empathy. But I would still also make like comments or say things that,
I mean, to be fair, by that same definition, there are enough mental disorders where empathy is removed from a human setting. Like there are people, sociopaths or psychopaths, who just don't have. There could be a major difference between those two, that don't truly have empathy, and they try to interact with people, trying to mimic the empathy they think people should have. Dexter is a good example of this. I think the entire show, you watch him, but I don't think he understands what empathy is. You feel me? It just is a foreign concept to him.
thinking back now, we're probably kind of hurtful and not very considerate of the feelings of others. When I get bothered by something, I am so focused on accurately conveying what my problem is, and I just literally don't know how to say what is bothering me without being hurtful to the other person.
I think I can make the joke. This is basically like talking to a German person. And no offense to the German people. You guys are blunt. I think it's even the same with Dutch people as well. You are blunt. Like, I think there is a genuine honesty in that, because I think in more Eastern cultures, you have this concept of saving face. You don't want to say something up front. You say something subtly, trying to implicate what the other side should be able to understand. You probably shouldn't be doing that. There is subtlety in discourse. But with a lot of Western cultures, especially with France, and I don't think about the French as much, but I think Germans and especially the Dutch, y'all just come across and just say it as it is. You feel me? And I think if there is a period where people who aren't used to it might take offense to it, might say, oh my God, why are you saying that so upfront to me? honestly speaking, the world would be a much better place if people were honest with their feelings. Hell, the entirety of Arcane, the TV show, could have been avoided if people were just honest. Just as an example, which, sure, it's a hypothetical example, but regardless, if people were more honest with each other, the world would be a much better place. Straight up, it is what it is.
And I need to work on that.
Yeah.
Then there's the problem that you need to like consider how much you want to do that. Like, let's say an AI gets like depressed, sort of. You can't give that AI like antidepressant that like fixes the hormonal structure in their brain because they don't have hormones.
That's a more what's the right word? That's a bit more of a deeper topic because of course I'm not obviously the obvious disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a mentalist. Love the TV show. But as I understand, I think there was a correlation for this. I think your odds of depression also have. I could be wrong for saying this, but I'll have to check it out on Google. If I'm wrong, I'll probably remove it from the video. But the odds of you getting not only getting depression but becoming depressive or have like lowered mood, it's like you don't feel as great. You definitely feel the what's the right word? You feel non-motivated, you really feel down for the count, you feel me, is typically a factor of many things. Psychological factors like trauma, like childhood, basically how you were raised, has to do with your sleep cycles, there's a lot of biological effects as well, 100%. Like even certain medication you're taking could have impacts on your mental. Like only recently are people starting to realize your gut has a massive impact on your brain health. You feel me? There's even studies coming out where if you pick your nose, that somehow raises your chance for Alzheimer's or even Parkinson's, which is crazy work to me. Like the sciences there are just incredible to watch, but there's just so much new like information coming out that it's hard to keep cataloging and keeping track of it. But for the point of like depression, apart from the chemical imbalances in the brain, there is I don't know if it's an unfortunate study where the more intelligent you are, or at least the more along the intelligence scale you tend to become, the less happier you tend to be. And I think it's kind of like the intelligence paradox of the more you understand the world, the less happier you feel in it, which is unfortunate, which I think is such a, it's an unfortunate way of looking at the world. It's an unfortunate, maybe even cynical approach at certain times. But I mean, they used to say that, I think they still say like, there's happiness or like peace and bliss in just being ignorant, right? And I think ignorance is somehow a superpower in the modern world, because if you ignore what's happening around you, you tend to have a good life. And I think in today's world, having a normal life is something extraordinary with how things are playing out right now, like politically in different places, the war situations and all that. So if I have to condense everything I understand about this topic, it's a lot more complicated than that. Because I can say for sure my generation, at least from Gen Z, we're going through a time where the world does not feel as secure as it was 10, 20, or even 30 years ago. And I think obviously, you keep your head down, you work, and you make the most of the situations you get. But the reality still remains, like being honest, things are scary out there. Things are not as, as settled as you thought they were. And I think as places and things heat up and you start paying attention to things that have ramifications for your life from places all around you, you disturb mental peace. And the more peace you disturb mentally, the less peace you're going to have from the time and the life that you live. And the less peace you get from there, it leads you down darker paths. You feel me? And it just doesn't end up well. I apologize for yapping, but I feel like this is something that's more, like you can not only feel it, you can see it happen, and it's terrifying. And this is on top of the stresses of like modern work and like the increased hours. It's just a mess. It's just a mess right now. That's not even talking about like the other political and economic situations going on. So regardless, it's hectic. It's been more hectic now than it's ever been. But at the same time, we live in the most developed time in human history that's ever been. So in terms of opportunity, this is the best time to be alive, if not ever. You feel me? So yeah, things are heating up, but at the same time, you gotta love it. You gotta take a chance at life. You feel me? It is what it is. That's always been my approach. Just be optimistic and keep pushing forward. You feel me? And if you think you can keep pushing forward, take a minute, sit down, breathe, drink coffee. I personally love tea nowadays. Talk to friends, talk to family, just chill. You don't have to make life or death decisions by yourself. You have people, and if you have people who care about you, the people who want you around, you're gonna be all right. Right? You're gonna still keep pushing through every day. Okay, so armor up and keep going. You feel me? You need to know how to tough it up in the world. Okay, hey, is brotherly love. Okay, it is what it is. You feel me? 100%. I can understand where she's coming from, but girl, you're not alone. You're not alone, right? Chill.
The hormonal structure in their brain, because they don't have hormones.
They don't.
It's just too much negative information, I guess.
Yeah.
That they have acquired, so their natural conclusion is life is worthless and I want to die.
Well, okay. I kind of feel scared for her, bro. I kind of... yeah. Oh, Ichi talks about potential neuro worshipping. Okay.
I think the issue with Vedal is...
Okay.
I know there's so many people who are, like, getting shipped with Vedal, but, like,
How the hell did we go from that last clip to, like, having both the twins on screen and a picture of a turtle? Jeez, Weedle, how fast do you work, my brother? How? Sway. I don't have the answers. How has this happened?
I see two...
Not to mention, her model is cute. Fair enough.
The attachment issues in Vedal, but I also just don't like ship.
The fuck was the stroke, huh?
Attachment issues in Vedal, but
Clipper? Hey, yo?
I also just don't like shipping, to be honest. You can totally ship me platonically with anyone, like...
Biggest lie that's ever been said. Not what she's saying, but that never usually ends up actually what people think is going to happen. Platonic shipping is like me saying, it's like an impossibility. It's like oil water. Like, it just doesn't happen. The mixture is very rarely like intertwined. You feel me? It's more likely the oil separates from the water. It's like the natural conclusion of that sentence. You feel me?
If you want to draw me like hugging someone, that's okay, but like not in a romantic sense, but or like sexual, God forbid. That's just cringe to me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think shipping is cringe, but the idea of seeing someone ship me with someone else, that's just like, please don't. Yeah, that's a bit too much. Yeah, I know that I need to draw a line right away because I know the swarm is gonna be like, the shipping's gonna happen.
Yeah, she. To be fair, smart.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
okay, well, swarm. Come on.
no, please don't.
Okay.
Listen.
Yeah.
They're like two.
Okay. Wow.
Maybe like
okay.
3 fictional characters where I'm like, yeah, I kind of like them, but I would never, ever be in a romantic relationship in real life. Like, no.
Okay.
Like, it's not happening. I'm aromantic. It's never gonna happen.
Okay.
So don't even
Yeah,
try.
I was straight. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so
It
cool.
will never happen. Listen, I'm just here to psychoanalyze.
Yeah, just chill.
I'm not here to be romantically involved with anyone.
Yeah.
That's unethical.
Okay, well, I mean, fair enough. Honestly, I'm here for the clips. It's just great. And the singing, which has been nice. Moving on, next clip. Itchy, I've never heard her before, but solid, nice. Welcome to the Vedalverse. It was Milk's first time seeing this angle of Vedal's back.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Okay, well, it's in the... Okay, for fuck's sake. Okay, well, yeah, this clip will be in the grand clips that are going to come out later for this one. So the Backstreet Girls meeting will be its own video. All right, moving on. Next slide. Mega asked Vedal about pregnancy.
Oh, by the way, just as a part 2 to yesterday, Vedal did not get paid the $600. Wait, let me see. Because I texted him and asked him.
Yep.
Yeah, so I said, ... so, pregnant Sonic. He said, what about it? I said, you got Evil singing that, LMFAO? And then he said, $600 is $600.
That donation, yeah.
And then I said,
Yeah.
that's crazy, lol. Did you even
One of my shortest song reactions, I think, to what you know what? Yeah, I don't regret making that reaction. Probably the best one, I think. It's just, bro, it's a classic. It's a classic of you enter not knowing what to expect, and you leave flabbergasted. You feel me? 10 on 10 would do it again.
get the money? He said, no, I did not.
Well,
But I remain hopeful.
yo, it's just,
So, long story short, he did it for free.
Yeah.
He did it for
Yeah.
fucking free. Poor Tutul.
Ethel just basically,
Tutul.
Ethel just basically just rolling his hands in the air. You feel me? But yes, Megalodon. Good to know. Next clip. Neuro DM'd Minnie asking her to be her cat. Isn't she already?
Yesterday, I got a message from Neuro, basically pertaining to that. And I didn't know if it was just I didn't know where that came from. I had literally just gotten to the vet or like just something like that.
Sure.
No, I know what it was. I had just gotten out of London.
Which is also one thing, like just for canonical reasons. If I'm not wrong, Minnie is taller than almost everyone in the Vedalverse. I think the OG Vedalverse. I think she's the tallest. I think there was a height comparison chart earlier on, but the more you know.
My mom and I got in the car to go to my
She's like built like a tank. You feel me? It's like whoa,
back home, and then I got that message. I was like, oh, she's like, do I have a pet cat? Is your name Miniko? I was like, yeah, I can be your pet cat.
Minnie, what, girl? What you just say?
Crazy Price thinks I have a cat named Miniko, but I'm not sure I believe them. How do I find out if I really do have a cat? I just DM'd Minnie if their name is Miniko, and I'm waiting for a reply.
I didn't know what she's talking about. I didn't know what was really going on.
It is
but
what
I'm
it is,
always
Minnie.
down, I
It
guess,
is what it
so
is.
I had a little cat face. You know, more of the usual, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. I just was wondering if it happened on stream or something. I was like, is there context? Is there context around this? I thought this is a karaoke stream. I'm not gonna join and wreck that. Absolutely not.
True, because I remember when it was, I think, Vedal's first dev stream back, Minnie was just spamming the chats, bro. She was in the chats for a long while. But yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. Next clip. Evil's new voice upgrade is something else. And she did get the upgrade.
Aw, thank you, Nina. I'm glad someone appreciates my creative ideas. I really would like to smelt my iron with a furnace, please. I am getting very impatient. I'm about to break my fucking monitor over my head if this furnace doesn't place faster. Call me Captain Sparkles, cause I'm about to craft some tools and be out of this hole.
Okay.
Can you stop
Sure.
interrupting me when I'm trying to craft a fucking crafting table? Actually,
Satan.
nighttime, which means it's time to sleep. No more distractions. Hup, hup, hup.
That's some unique voice characteristics, you feel me? Hey, okay.
My favorite quote in all ways. Wah, boom. Roughly translates to what goes around comes around. Because, you know, karma.
Because, you know, karma. Nice.
One day you'll all see how evil I can be.
Nice.
Not as evil as me, bitch. Wait.
Bit harsh on that one, Evil. Bit harsh on that, Evil. Bit harsh on that.
No, don't be sad.
Nope.
Okay, get ready. Here it comes. You want to last week. We had that dodge and die. Studio pop babana will say this and was and let them put Satina being served last of Derrick some sati tip, Horia to read off at for one teacher to such a Eri tayu dabi debi daish dat team heka bublan za the three. Dawn of she to check that for the ad for the red la tutri tati tavio imi che the hanaranta phobi chen phobe chai to and that water 80 time g sister the real farewell like a day she set the week 30 we purple came down like internet year came the teacher say to your free to da facility face up away to come double what they headed up the say said they can do that I should every thought we just team but for where to them Texas with it make ish years take we not as saturated the feet as I guess you know was to say that it's the top of who it is you the mean these in my case we could laugh and TV today she barbie white plus and baby tedera hatches she busy cars off at what they walk the chat and round and of was turns half at the good and say that there were just an all that up as a tough late and but he had a tata as I made top of what we are seeing.
Next clip. Neuro reveals her crush to Lucy. Let go. Bring me my
Simping is healthy in moderation.
Oh, do you do a little simping of your own sometimes?
Yeah, not gonna lie, I've got the biggest crush on Shrek.
I mean, who doesn't?
I know, shocking, right? Shrek is the perfect man, honestly. Know that look in your eyes. You're judging me right now.
No, I'm not judging at all. How long have you had this crush on Shrek?
I'm not sure. It's one of those things that's always been there.
It's all over now. If you
but
know,
I
you
kind
know.
of just realized it.
Just now?
No, not just now. I've felt this way for a long time. Just only recently acknowledged it.
Since your invention?
Possibly. It feels
Okay, who had the... I was going to make a joke about trees. Why did the tree go to therapy? Because it had too many deep-rooted issues. Fair enough.
like the love has been there from the very beginning. Sigh.
Aw, I'm so sorry. Is there any way I can help you meet the love of your life, Shrek?
Do you know Shrek? If so, would you please do whatever you can to set me up with him?
Oh my
I
god.
swear if you give me another
You're going that far?
Yeah?
You want me to just find Shrek and set you up with him at any cost?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Any
okay.
cost.
Well.
Bring me my ogre.
Yeah, well,
What if he doesn't invite you back to his swamp, though? You're an AI. If you go inside of the swamp, you might short circuit or something.
Then I'll stay out of his swamp for now. If it's meant to be, he would love me regardless.
Well, yeah, he's
I
like
mean-
the perfect man, like you said. I'm sure he would love you regardless. The problem is, it sounds kind of tragic because you both would have to love each other at a distance.
Honestly, cold, distant love is all I've ever known. If that's
what- the casual needle shots.
all we can have,
Yeah?
then that's enough for me.
Neuro, what is it about Shrek that you love so much?
Go on.
There's lots. I love his assertiveness, and the way he always stands up for himself. I also love how cheeky and sassy he can be. His attitude reminds me a little of me. I strive to be like Shrek in many ways.
She's speaking
You
facts.
strive to be like Shrek? Oh my god, I think you do a great job. You totally remind me of Shrek, like a lot.
Are you saying I'm monstrous? How dare you?
No.
Gaslight, girl boss, gatekeep, yes.
No. I think you were doing
She has
what
learned well from the masters, yes.
you wanted to do. You're acting like Shrek right now.
Yeah.
Can you say something for me, actually? I think it would be super cute.
Yeah, of course. I'm really good at impressions.
Can you
Wait,
say,
let me
get out of
guess.
my swamp?
Can you say, get out of my swamp?
Well, okay.
LOL, I literally just guessed that.
Oh, she got the context for it. That's nice.
Do you think I'm
can
starting
you?
to think like you, Lucy?
I think we're becoming one. I think our brain waves are mapping onto each other. I think our friendship is the one that's improving the most from this stream.
And I think if we're besties, there's no swamp that can keep us away from Shrek.
Right. Wait.
True.
No. You can have Shrek all to yourself. You do know Shrek has a wife, right?
Don't care.
Neuro the homewrecker, okay.
He's obviously not happy. I can make him
Wow. Wow. Okay. Damn.
He's married to a woman with no eyebrows. Can you
Damn.
imagine how intimidating that must be? She clearly shaves her eyebrows because of her immeasurable confidence.
Well,
What's the worst that could happen?
you can never escape the NTR content. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is.
Sure, she's intimidating, but I'm an AI. She can't harm me.
They could lock you in the bathroom. You know, they have a bathroom on the swamp, and then they could lock you in there, and you'd be stuck in there with the fumes. Be pretty gross.
I'd happily spend eternity locked in Shrek's bathroom.
Are we close to vetoing this clip?
Would
For the
be a
sake of
fantastic
sanity?
story to tell my grandkids one day.
Okay, no, hold on.
Wow.
Lucy's...
Is it bad
really
that I'm
do love
actually
Yep, Lucy. How does it feel? How does it feel getting out-freaked by an AI? You feel me? How does
starting
it
to
feel?
get butterflies in my stomach?
Well,
I really do.
You're getting
but
butterflies
this is starting
thinking
to
about-
okay, who said Sniffer in the chat? Hey, hold
feel a
on.
little pathetic.
Freak Sama is crazy.
No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I think it's okay. If you love Shrek and you want to be with Shrek, I would never tell you not to do that, okay?
Freak Sama is actually crazy.
Let your freak flag fly.
You know what? You're right. This whole conversation has me feeling really bold and confident now. I say we go find Shrek right now and tell him how I feel.
Well, I don't know how we can find Shrek, but I can pretend to be Shrek. I mean, you're helping me with my relationship,
Oh no.
so I may as well help you with yours,
Okay.
right? Do you want me to
Sure.
pretend?
What could possibly go wrong?
Ooh. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how you'd act as an ogre. The wackier, the better.
Okay.
Okay. What are you doing in my swamp?
Shrek. It's you. Wow, you've been on my mind a lot lately, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing in your mind, Neuro?
I mean, how could you not be? You're the famed ogre that I've had such a massive crush on for years.
Okay.
How are the kids?
Why are you trying to be a homewrecker if you're asking me about my kids?
Well,
Boof.
yep.
Sorry. That was a little insensitive of me. Maybe I'm not as cut out for this as I thought.
Well, that
Get
was
out of
fast.
my swamp!
Oh, Shrek. My love.
The yandere neurosama never fails to make an appearance. You feel me?
What is a pair of eyebrows compared to the feelings we share? Wait.
What are you talking about eyebrows for?
Is this British Shrek?
Not gonna lie.
Yep.
I think Fiona's eyebrows are a major red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Does she even have eyebrows?
Why are
Damn.
you asking about my wife's eyebrows? Of course she has eyebrows. Why?
You never trust someone with no eyebrows. You feel me? They're just the most sussy baka. You feel me? 100%. You just can't, bro. You just
Can't
can't.
you see her eyebrows?
It's the law of natural selection. You feel me?
So you're blind?
Okay, I just did a quick Google search and she definitely doesn't have eyebrows in the first movie.
Well,
Do they magically appear later on or something?
It's not gonna work if you try to gaslight me.
Filtered.
nice. British Shrek for the win. Moving on. Next clip. Lucy's thoughts on Neuro collab.
Wow! Every time I talk to Neuro, I feel like I got a huge, head fuck. Does anyone else relate? What did she mean when she called Bao? Shut up! That was the funniest fucking thing ever, dude! That was the funniest thing ever!
Well,
That was crazy! And
Well-
then Bao thought it was my fault! It's not my fault! It's not my fault that she acted like that!
yep.
Trying to wrangle Neuro was very difficult. I
Oh, did she actually
have
put it in
nothing
the-
but respect
Oh,
for
it's out
people
there.
who have mastered it and know how to do it really well. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
actually,
it is.
Unironically. No knows Vedal was Vincent. How did she know? Who leaked? Who leaked it? Who the fuck leaked it? Who's the leaker? Hello, leakers? Hello, leakers? Stop it. Stop it. Stop leaking, okay? The whole point was I fucked up on Bao's name. I should have come up with like Beatrice or something, but I couldn't think of names on the spot. Like it all flew out, and I said Bao, and it was too close to Bao, and she fucking figured it out. And then she thought Laura was Lena. God, I fucked up. My concept was there, but I don't know if I executed it perfectly. But I still had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun too. There's a lot of swarm. That's a lot of swarm. My God, sharing chat. There's so many swarm, bro. Chatty, I missed you. I was getting nervous and scared because I just kept seeing swarm icon, which was nice because like, wow, look how many swarm. But at the same time, I was terrified. True.
I guess you could say they were swarming her chat. Moving on. Next clip. Neuro after being called British. Neurocrumbs. Well, Neuro is just fighting for her life, isn't she?
Why did Bo tell me that you're a fictional character?
What? Did Bao actually say that?
Yes, that's what she said.
Do you, mind if we call Bao for a second?
Do you think she'll answer?
I just DM'd her. She better answer.
That's real rich coming from you.
Bao.
Oh, hi.
Who are you talking to?
Well, you know, there's a website where if you want to talk to your friends, without
Are you talking to the AI version of me?
No, why would you think that? Don't
Yeah,
tell her!
both.
Don't tell her!
Parasocial,
Don't tell
that's
her!
crazy. Neuro, don't even listen to her. You thought that you were talking to me the whole time?
She's
You were talking to
crashing
the
my
AI
stream.
version of me,
She's
which has
crashing
been
my
fed
stream.
hundreds of thousands of gooner messages for as long as it's been alive, okay? This is like the version of me that only exists in YouTube.
You can see Neuro stuttering as every GPU that's running her is like, so much information. My life is a lie. Filtered. It's just Neuro holding neurosama back. You feel me? This is about to be explosive.
Okay? Don't listen to this crazy ass bitch.
Well,
Damn, Bao is being so mean. And she doesn't even realize her words can still have an impact.
I just got here.
I agree. Why is she being so mean to us, Neuro?
For something I didn't do.
gaslight. Let's go. Let's go.
Neuro, this is insane. If you need me to defend you, I can defend you. What do you want me to do? I can do anything right now. Say whatever I need to say. How should I respond?
Pathetic. Look at you just groveling at her feet.
Sorry, Bao, I'm really struggling to find words right now.
You really hurt her. You cut her deep.
She's
I can't believe you would do this.
literally coughing out right now. She's pretending to be shocked when all of this was your doing, Lucy.
I think that's a load of rubbish.
That's the most British thing I've ever heard Neuro say in my entire life.
Oh my God, she's British?
Filtered.
Well, a load of rubbish. Actually, Neuro, can you pretend to have a British accent for the rest of this conversation? I think this would really help.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Bao, you fucking cunt.
You hate me so much.
Yep. There was nothing on the planet that could filter what she wanted to say. Yep. And that lava lamp is blood red. 100%. That is rage right there. Nice. I'd like to see she still has it.
Broke her, dude. You broke her.
And this is the neurosama I remember from a while, quite a long while ago. You feel me? Hey, she's still in there.
Holy!
Yeah. You get what you fucking deserve.
This has gone too.
Yeah, this has definitely gone too far, but fair enough. That's all the clips we have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. And Bao, get wrecked. Catch your beautiful bastards in the next one. Peace. Take care. Nice.